Hey beautifuls, Hannah from Reality Awareness here. Really important message about the guilt of not doing your life purpose spiritual work as a full-time career and having a normal job instead. This was a conversation that came up with my client yesterday, and I felt called to do a live stream about it because I work with a lot of clients who have this guilt, who hold this guilt about wanting to do this spiritual work, thinking that they need to do it full time, wanting to do it full time, but then feel like shameful and guilty because they're like working a normal job or not working at all. So let me share this live stream and then I want to go into the ins and outs about it. I just realized I got all my stuff there. I'm in like full work mode and I've got a full schedule today. So this is going to be a short little message, but it was so important for me to share this because I feel like I speak to a lot of clients about this and there is a lot of guilt and shame about like, oh, well, I should be doing it and you know, I'm not, and why, and they try and then they fail, and we're going to talk about this because this is really, really important for a few factors because not everyone is cut out for this. This is like one of the big truth bombs about it, is that not everyone is cut out for this. Let's just say it as it is, huh? You either have it in you or you don't. You're either born for this or you're not. Ouch, huh? You're either born for it or you're not. Ouch! That's a big one. Some people try and they give up. Some people take all the little blocks as signs that they're not meant to do it. I'm going to say it again, and I've said it many, many, many times. If you take every little technical error or not making enough money or doing this or doing that or this person said that or this person said that as a sign that you're not meant to do it and you pull out of that, then yeah, you're really not born for this. So this is a message to those who are doing this, are working on this, are wanting to do this work as a career, and also a message for those who give up too soon, who take every little sign as they're not meant to do it. So let me know if you're somebody who loves doing this work, who loves reading cards, who loves doing this, and perhaps you are already in this industry and already do this. And I really want to say to you that whether, like, I work with clients who come to me to heal and or who know they're born for this and have an extremely important, valuable life purpose that is not on the planet yet. That is, they know there's something that they're meant to do, but they're not sure what that is. These are the people that I work with. You're either starting from scratch or you have a really successful business or really long-term successful career already, and you know that there's something more. You know that there's something else, right? So people come to me to heal and or to work on their purpose, yeah? The really important message about the guilt of not doing your purpose work as a full-time career. And, you know, there is a lot of people that I work with that have a normal job, okay? And when I'm saying this, there's nothing wrong with a normal job, okay? I have had many, many clients over the years that are nurses, that are every industry that you could think of, right? I have worked with you, yeah? And it's interesting because, you know, there's a lot of people who earn really good money doing a normal job, right? And they know they want to do this spiritual career in whatever shape or form that is, whether it's reading cards, healings, creating yourself as like the best healer on the planet, whatever, like whatever you're called to do, mediumship, whatever it is, right? But if you're starting from scratch like I did as a single mother, as someone who has nothing, you're in a really good position, but you're also got it cut out for you. And not everyone lasts the distance. Not everyone will make it. But there are people who work in like stable, really good income careers, and then they have this guilt because they're making really good money and they've landed a really good position in a really good company that values their skills, that even there's many clients I've worked with that even like they've got this really good job, they get to pick and choose their hours, they earn really good money, they love doing this spiritual stuff, they're known for it at their normal job, and they've even been offered to hold spiritual workshops, healing workshops, coaching workshops, angel workshops, whatever it is, in the building, in the company. And they come to me and they're like, oh, I feel guilty because I'm not doing my spiritual work. I'm not doing my spiritual career. And I'm like, what? What do you mean you're not doing a spiritual career? I'm like, you are. I'm like, can you just see what you've manifested here? By the way, Master Manifester is starting in 2 weeks, just over 2 weeks, just under 2 weeks, sorry. Early bird finishes next week and then we start the week after. So the price is increasing. Master Manifester is manifesting and bringing your dreams to life, and also having that, I guess, that compass point, the reference point for actually where you are and what you have. So there is many clients that come to me and they're in this really good job and they're like, but I'm not doing my spiritual career. And I'm like, what are you talking about? And it's a perspective shift. It's a mindset shift. Like, let's look at actually that it should be ingrained in society, and it's not. We're taught the opposite, right? We're taught the opposite, that you need to work hard for money, right? And they do that to keep us in the slave system, right? You ask any wealthy person on the planet, they will tell you that they do not work hard. It's probably quite the opposite. They only do what they love and they work hard at that, right? But it doesn't feel like it. It's not like they're going to like a 9-to-5 job and working their ass off for somebody else. Like, most of the time they're not. But there's the guilt of not doing your purpose work or earning really good money not in your purpose work. But I guarantee you, if I was to pick that apart for you, you are doing, as you said, Tracy, if you're helping someone, you're doing your spiritual work. Like, how is not being in service and doing your work? Tell me where the line is of the definition between spiritual and mainstream and not spiritual materialism. There is no fucking line. Where does it start and where does it end? There is no line here, guys. There is no line and definition between this is 3D, this is spiritual. Like, everything is spiritual. Everything is spiritual. There is no line. There is no definition. There is just different industries that we work in, right? I know many, especially in my early days, I had a lot of nurses that come to me, and I still have one of my inner circle clients is a nurse. And it's like, what we do in these places is our energy, it's our consciousness. How do you know that you're not gritting the hospital as you're working in it? And you don't even have to do that consciously, because spiritual, conscious people, whatever you want to call yourself, right? Aware, spiritual, psychic, medium, whatever you call yourself, because it's all the same really, right? It's all gifted, it's all whatever, like it's all the same. Sure, there's little definitions of it, but if you're in the car industry, there's all different niches in the car industry, right? If you're in the spiritual industry, there's all different niches, okay? We're all specialized in something, but our presence brings a transformative energy to wherever we are. So whether you're working in a hospital, whether you're working in the car industry, whether you're working, I don't know, as a healer and doing it professionally and doing, I don't know, you've got a YouTube channel, whatever it is, like, where is the definition between spiritual and not spiritual? Because that doesn't freaking exist, okay? So if you work in any job and you earn good money and you get to pick your hours and you get to live a life that is comfortable, over comfortable, whatever, check in. Am I able to have the freedom that I want? Am I loving what I currently do? Am I loving my life? Am I able to do what I want to do when I want to do it? And sure, we work hard at certain times. It's life. So you can release the guilt of earning good money, whether you're working in a spiritual career or not, because tell me where the line is, number one. And number two, you should be freaking celebrating this because you have stepped out of societal training and into a place where you receive good money for doing what you do best. And you get to pick and choose your hours, or maybe you work normal hours, but you still have the flexible and freedom. You're not working in a toxic, abusive, horrible place cleaning out toilets or something. I don't know. Maybe it's like fine to clean toilets. And like really the conversation that I had, and like it really applied to me as well the other day. So the other day I was like bringing shopping in from the car, and I was like carrying the bags, and I was just tired, and I was like, I don't want to be carrying these fucking like bags in and like dragging my feet carrying in, and like in my head it's like, before enlightenment, chop wood, carry water. After enlightenment, chop wood, carry water. And I'm like, okay, shift. I was like, let's carry the shopping in. Before enlightenment, chop wood, carry water. After enlightenment, chop wood, carry water. Where's the line, guys? Last time I checked, we're all pretty human. Last time I checked, we're all from this planet. Some people wouldn't agree with me. I'm like, last time I checked, I'm pretty sure you have a human body right now. Before enlightenment, chop wood, carry water. After enlightenment, chop wood, carry water. So release the guilt of earning good money, doing what you love, whether you're in a spiritual career or not. Because if you're conscious and aware, you are exactly where you're meant to be, doing exactly what you're meant to be doing, putting out your conscious awareness and gritting the environment that you're in. You do not know the powerful work that you're doing just by your conscious awareness. Let me give you an example of this. We all know that when we start doing spiritual work, right? We do whatever personal development work, whatever healing we do on ourselves. We know that has an immediate effect on the immediate relationships in our life. Like, tell me someone who has done inner personal development work in some way, shape, or form that it hasn't affected their family, friends, or work environment. Like, tell me someone who has not experienced that. Because when we grow and change and shift and heal inside of us, it ripples out and affects our family, affects our friends. Like, we've all experienced this. Okay, and when we do inner personal development work on whichever way, shape, or form, and whatever that looks like for you in whatever spiritual niche you're called to, right, and healing and what you love and blah, 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 right, that has a ripple effect out into your environment, whether you're working in a spiritual job or whether you're working in a normal job, okay? There's something, like there's a lot of spiritual, conscious, aware people who work normal jobs. Now, if you are aware of the 100th monkey syndrome, right, this is where, we have this ripple, we have this aura, we have this consciousness, and we know that affects people just by our being. We don't sit there and do inner personal development work and then go and push it onto our family and friends. I mean, maybe we do in the beginning because we're excited and we love it, but we don't go and scream it at the rooftops that everyone needs to do it. Well, maybe we do, but you get the point, right? And so because we do that, we become a certain vibration, we become a certain aura. And no matter where we are, no matter where we're going, no matter where we're traveling, no matter where we're spending time in a spiritual environment or a normal environment, again, tell me where the friggin' line is, because there is no line. There is no boundary line on that. Everything is spiritual. Everything on this planet God created. Everything you are, they are. The plants are, the houses are, the normal jobs are, the freaking chemicals are, like everything is. Some people wouldn't agree with me, but let's get down to an atomic structure, an atomic level. It is. Everything's made of atoms. Everything on a quantum field exists. There is no line. So you can release the guilt of working a normal job. Okay, and the thing to catch here is that if you're in your normal job and you're like, oh, I should be doing my spiritual job and my career and I'm not. number one, snap out of it. You're exactly where you're meant to be and you do not know how you're affecting. And I guarantee you will see synchronistic signs in your everyday life and like you're meant to be there. Because if you were meant to be anywhere else, you would be. Now, the other little catch to that is if you're sitting there at your normal job and you're like, oh, I shouldn't be here. I need to be doing that spiritual thing or whatever. And it's like, well, in your days off, in your time off, what are you not working on that you know you need to be working on? For example, if you know that you're meant to be building a website or I don't know, I'm just using that example, right? Or writing a blog or starting to live stream or starting a spiritual business, and that's where you're really being called to. And it's like in your mind and you're obsessed about it and you can't stop thinking about it. And you're in your normal job thinking about that. And when you finish your normal job, you go out drinking and get like wasted every weekend. And then you're at your job going, oh, I should be doing my spiritual career. Well, then, yeah, there's a bit of a red flag there. And your weekend should be spent building your spiritual career, not going out partying. Okay, like, let's put it into perspective. But if you're at your normal job and you love it and you just know that you're putting out the positive vibes and all the like crystal gritting and like you're changing everyone's energy as you're passing them and you're transforming darkness to light because you're a walking transform. Like if you know and you're alive and you love that and then you finish work and you still love your life, then why do you have to like be doing something? Like, can you just let go of the guilt? Because the reality is, as I said at the start of this live stream, not everyone is built for running their own business. It takes a certain individual to have the mindset, the strength, the, what's the other word? The endurance, yeah, to keep going through business, because anyone who's run a business, like, you know, there's challenges, there's birthing portals, like it's not easy all the time, right? And so not everyone is built for running their own entrepreneurial business, especially in a spiritual career that is not on the planet yet. Everyone thinks it's a great idea, but no one really steps into it and they want to do it, but they don't. Why don't they do it? Because there's a part of them that knows that maybe that's not what they're really meant to do. Maybe they want the freedom, but they don't want to do the hard work to get there. I'm not saying that they won't work hard, but there's a reason why not everyone's meant to do it, because maybe your purpose is exactly where you are. But make sure you use that reference point of that where, like, you know, if you're doing your normal job and you're thinking about it and you're avoiding starting it, well, maybe look at that. Maybe avoiding starting it is because you actually don't want to do it. Take yourself off the hook. Take yourself off the hook. Yeah? But this live stream is your permission slip to let go of the guilt of not doing your spiritual work in a full career, because not everyone is meant to do that. There is definitely people out there who are meant to run their own business, create a multi-million-dollar, billion-dollar industry all on their own, like, you know, of their own accord, of a brand new niche of like 100%. And they will be the people that will commit to it full time and will go through the ringer and will do that. But if you're not up for that and it's not calling you, take yourself off the hook and give yourself the energetic space to allow your thing to come through. Could be starting a family, could be having a baby, could be opening a community center, could be, I don't freaking know, working in a normal job and going in and traveling and enjoying life. Like, I'm pretty sure, I almost want to say, I'm pretty sure the definition of like your life purpose is to be happy. I don't know. Is that it? No, I don't know. But it's kind of like, check in. Are you happy in your life? If the answer is yes, why are you like putting all this pressure on yourself for things you don't even want to do? Right? But if it's calling you to step up, to speak your truth, you've got a message that you need to share, well, freaking do that. But if you're working at a normal job and feeling guilt for earning good money to support yourself while you do that, you can release that guilt, okay? Because you've found an awesome balance in your life to support both. I'm like, friggin', if you're earning good money doing what you love and you're happy in your life, can you just let yourself receive it? Because that guilt will start blocking things and we don't want that, yeah? That's my message for today. So if you're really ready to manifest reality and bring dreams to life, Master Manifestor starts in 2 weeks. And if you do want to work with me one-on-one, the Investment for Life Purpose Accelerator increases tomorrow. And then when the doors close, I will not be opening my 12-month mentorship until next year in 2024. So my 12-month mentorship is working one-on-one with me. It's the inner circle. You get access to all of the chakra consciousness, to all of the trust intuition, the advanced certification. You get all of that lifetime content, and you work with me one-on-one for 12 months. We do the voice message, text message via Telegram. You've got the phone calls, the life purpose activation phone calls, the Zoom reality reconfigurations, which is where we really dive in and reality reconfigure. It's so deep, it's so perfect, and I fucking love it. So if you want to work one-on-one with me, send me a private message. Life Purpose Accelerator closes tomorrow night, and the investment increases when it opens next year. So this will be the last round for Life Purpose Accelerator. The Master Manifester is our 3-week group program where we're going to bring your dreams to reality, because you did not come here to work and die. And that's a little bit contradictory to what I've just been saying on this live stream. But at the same time, if you need to pull yourself up, if you need to reset your mindset, if you need to bring your dreams to life, and there is something you've been trying to land forever, Master Manifester is for you. So the link is in the title of the live stream for Master Manifest. You can also find it on my page. Send me a message if you get stuck. The early bird increases next week, and we start in a fortnight, and I'm really looking forward to bringing your dreams to reality. Let go of guilt, let yourself receive, and check in. Do you love your life? Because that is the key to everything. That is your little compass point. Yeah? Let yourself receive without guilt. It's okay to not do a spiritual career if it doesn't call you. Take yourself off the hook, because tell me where the definition between reality and spirituality is. There is no line, okay? So go and enjoy the entirety that we live in, because that is the purpose of life.